So they came back with Giselle, and she set up for all of the girls to go to Project Angel Food. I think it's like to make food. I guess it's an LGBTQ like home food shelter that gives back to like people with all type of diseases and cancer and like all type of stuff. So I'm like, oh, that's like super. That's super cool. You know, like I love stuff like that. So all the ladies agreed to meet up or whatever. Well, the day that we meet up, we find out that she didn't invite Jackie or Cheyenne, of course, because Cheyenne ain't really on the show. But she didn't invite Jackie for, you know, the comfortability of Brooke. And so they're all on the bus, and Brandy tries to tell Evelyn that she should have checked Cheyenne for not being there for her friend instead of trying to check her, you know what I mean, for inviting Jackie. But then Evelyn was just like, no, because your friends, like, we actually know you. We don't really know her. You know what I mean? So it's nothing to really check. Like, we know you. You've been here. But then the thing was, Evelyn gonna ask her, like, does her mom like her husband because the whole scandal with the women? And she gonna say, well, they known each other since high school, so of course, you know, blah, blah, blah. So Evelyn was like, well, I would never like him, and if that was my daughter and stuff like that. So Brandy gonna get mad and be like, why does she act like she know me? Like, I don't even know her. Can we get to know each other first? And it's like, am I missing something? Because haven't y'all been on the show together for years? Like, how long has the show been? Like, how long have y'all been on the show? You was acting like you don't know this girl. Like, you and Evelyn been on the show. Quit playing, Brandy. Quit playing in our face. Please stop. But yeah. And then they get in there, and Evelyn talking ish to Brooke while they making meals for the homeless. I mean, not homeless, but the people that got the diseases and stuff. And I'm like, they can't just be in there doing a good deed. They got to be in there talking ish with the drama. So we gonna see how it unfolds, because you know Evelyn ain't take too kindly to Brandy, so you know it's gonna be some more right after the commercial, and I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. Okay, so they come back and they finish up, you know, packing up meals, and then they take a couple to deliver around to the people, you know, that need them. And I'm like, that's really cute. You know what I mean? Like, I just loved it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, look at them giving back. I love Giselle. So then they go to like a party after. It was like an after party, like the meeting for the LGBTQ, the auntie thing. They had like a party and they invited like the girls to come or whatever. So they get there and they was having fun. They was like, you know, dancing, doing a little soul train line. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. And then they all go sit down and yeah, no. Brooke asks, you know, Brandy and Evelyn, like, if it's intention with y'all on the bus, both of y'all are my friends, like, I want y'all to squash it. And from there it was just like, yeah. Evelyn was telling, you know, is it Brandy? I always get Brooke and Brandy confused. But Evelyn was telling Brandy that the reason why Brooke was mad was because she invited Jackie basically. And then Brooke was trying to explain to Brandy, like, with all that happened with baby Jason, how would she feel if somebody went on the blogs and did that about their child? And then she started getting emotional, and she was just like, she tired of them bringing up Kayla. And then this is the first time we see her like start to break down, and I'm like feeling so bad for Brooke. You know what I mean? And it's just like you can tell Giselle run up after her, and then Brandy does come out there and try to give her a hug, but she doesn't want a hug. You know, she just wants to go home and like process her emotions. You know, and I thank Brooke. Thank you, Brooke, for letting us see that little glimpse of you. You know, feeling. And I know you didn't want to see you have a full breakdown. You know, so you left, but I mean, I do appreciate that, so that we do know, like, it's not all smiles and rainbows. Like, you are breaking down, you know? I mean, not as we should be telling somebody how to grieve. I mean, grieve, grieve, whatever. So, Brooke left, and then they went to commercial. So, I'll catch y'all at the end of the episode. But let's pray for Brooke, because, I mean, let's just pray for Brooke. And I'll catch y'all at the end of the episode. Alright, right, so Giselle and Brooke go back in, and Evelyn's still sitting there, and so they sit down with Evelyn, and Brooke is, no, not Brooke, Brandy. Oh my God. So Brandy is trying to tell Evelyn that, basically, it's not none of her business. Brooke and her relationship, like, why is she butting in the middle of it? And then Evelyn is just trying to tell her that the reason why Brooke is mad is because she invited Jackie. Like, she's mad at her. You know what I mean? So don't try to deflect onto Evelyn. You know what I mean? So it get heated basically. They start yelling and yelling, and then Brandy try to leave. They won't let her. So then they start yelling some more, and Evelyn get up and leave. And Brandy talk about how they're not gonna make her have a hateful heart, and she just felt like she saw some good in Jackie Hart. So yeah, and then they ended the episode. That was it. But Giselle did come in there, and Giselle was trying to tell Brandy that she saw when she mentioned Brooke. I mean, she saw when she mentioned Jackie name to Brooke one time, the look in Brooke's eyes. So she already know, you know what I mean? And you cannot mess with a person without like being enemies with that person. You know what I mean? So Giselle was trying to teach her about loyalty. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why it's like I kind of get the situation, but then it's like they're on the show together. That's the only reason why I don't get the situation, because it's like they gotta film together. But the real life about it, like, will mess with her because she talked about my child. It's up and it's stuck. Like, that's what I'm saying. I understand Brooke. So it just be the filming part with the contracts and the like the show. That's what I be like confused about. But yeah, Giselle came through in the end trying to tell Brandy about loyalty. It's like Giselle that came through and came the show favorite this season. Well, my show favorite. I'm like, shout out to Giselle. Giselle. Because she really like the only like real one on here. She ain't tainted yet. Of course, they gotta cut me off at least one time, but I was about to end it anyway. So thank you guys for watching, and catch me next week. I'm gonna try to be on time. I'm gonna try to be more, but life be lifing lately. So, anyways, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of the things. I don't know, but I love you guys.